Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this 2-pack. It's the Batman Arkham City, the variant, Legacy Edition, Catwoman, Batman from Batman Arkham City, the game. Here they are in packaging. As you can see, the color schemes are what? Red and, white and gray. And back of the box shows the two figures, and here's a little bio for Catwoman, and here's a little bio for Batman. And let's get these figures out of packaging. Alright, and here are the two figures outside of packaging. As you can see, their main colors are gray, different shades of gray, and Catwoman has pink around her goggles, but other than that, they're just different shades of gray. Pretty cool figures. The only reason I picked it up was because the fact that this resembles the promotional art that they did for Arkham City. Here's a closer look at Batman. Basically the same figure, but it's just a different paint job from what they released previously. His arms are flaring out on the side there, just like how it was before. Nothing has changed. And here's Catwoman. Catwoman is a new figure. And it is a very impressive figure. Well, it's decent. I mean, when I go through articulation, you'll notice that she does have limited articulation as well too. And same thing goes for Batman. I already mentioned it before when I reviewed Batman with the with the Two-Face, the 2-pack. Him with the Two-Face, and same Batman. I mean, it's nicely painted though. Alright, let's do a closer look at Catwoman. Took the liberty of wrapping her whip around her waist. And there she is from the front. And here she is from the side, and the goggles are not removable. She's got lots of intricate details all around, even her suit. I mean, can't really see it. Well, you could see it. There are patterns on her suit. Even her cowl, I guess. And even you would notice her back. Same thing. There are patterns all throughout. So that's kind of cool. And here she is from the other side. Nicely done. Hopefully the DC Direct will be just as detailed as this one. And as far as articulation, head is on a ball joint, but and the socket, it's so narrow, it only allows her to do swivel movements. And then the shoulders are ball hinged. Then the bicep, there's a swivel. And then hinge elbows and the swivel wrist. And then the chest, there's a hinge. And then the waist, there's a swivel. Then the hips are ball hinged. And then the knees are swivel. Thighs are swivel. The knees are hinged, and the ankles are hinged as well. And she could definitely do a split really well. But as far as moving her legs forward, this is as far as it will go, because it's hindered by her hip right there. The front of it, it's being blocked. So this is how far forward she could kick. That's kind of disappointing. And as far as the knee, you can see how far she could bend back. That's it. So with this figure, you cannot do any dynamic poses for Catwoman. Any sort of crouching or any type of movement like that, it is impossible for her to do. So yeah, here they are together. Sculpting on her, it's okay, yeah, it's good, but then the articulation is just as bad as Batman. Batman got a whole lot of articulation, but they are also limited on how the range of movement is definitely limited. And as far as Batman, head is on a ball joint, shoulders a ball hinge, bicep there's a swivel, hinge elbows, a swivel around the gauntlet, and then swivel around the wrist. Chest there's a hinge, swivel waist, and then ball hinge hips, swivel thighs, hinge knees, and hinge ankles. Basically same as Catwoman. And like before, Batman cannot lower his arms. This is as low as it's gonna go for his arms, which is disappointing. Like I mentioned before on my previous review of this figure. And like Catwoman, this is as far as he could kick forward. Well, it's a little bit better than Catwoman, but still, it's not as good. Here you could kind of recreate that pose between Batman and Catwoman on that publicity photo. So kind of work, but not really, because his arm's supposed to be higher, and then she's supposed to her head supposed to lean more towards him, but with limited articulation, she can't really do that. And the legs are supposed to be a little bit higher, but I'll bend a little bit further, but again, this figure will not allow you to do that. Oh, here's a good standing pose. She's walking towards us. That's a very good pose, actually. It's very subtle, but it's very feminine for Catwoman, so that's good. And here is a cool pose for Catwoman. Getting ready to fight crime. This hand looks a bit weird. I mean, just like that. I mean, if she's if she got claws, then it would have been a little bit better. But no, she doesn't. And this hand is to grip the whip. And there you go. Overall, a pretty nicely sculpted figure, but articulation-wise, especially the hips and the knees, I mean, it's a little bit disappointing. I mean, if they could have given her a bit more range of motion, then it would have been a lot better. Because with Catwoman, she's supposed to be very, very athletic, so she's supposed to be able to crouch and all that stuff. But well, same thing goes for Batman, but he can't do any of those poses either. So yeah, so there you have it. There's Catwoman and there's Batman, and there you have it. Thanks for watching.